Hi, I'm Matt from Soul Shifter. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, sorry, I've just had a samosa and it was really, really hot. Anyway, enough about my feeding habits. What I wanted to, what I want to talk to you today about is the Springboks versus the All Blacks Rugby World Cup final. Look, it's that. There's the date today. I'm super excited. Of course, being a South African, my team is right there. We are the Springboks. It's a South African team, and of course, the All Blacks are top of the log. I mean, this is a team that the South Africans want to play. You know, this is going to be the clash of the titans, as they say, and great excitement. I don't have my Springboks T-shirt on, but it's going to be later on this evening, 9 o'clock South African time in the PM in the evening. So it's going to be from 9 until 11 this evening. So we are very excited. We have all our meat out and our braai things. A braai is a barbecue. It's kind of like it's not even really a barbecue, because with a barbecue, don't you guys do it like on a gas thing, or you put a fire inside one of those, I don't know, what do they call them? Weber things. We just basically build a fire and braai meat chops, whatever, over the fire. And South Africans love meat. Oh my God, they fucking die for meat. At a normal South African braai, you will have chops, you will have boerewors. Boerewors is like a spicy sausage, okay? Endemic to South Africa. Chops, boerewors, ribs, chicken sausages. You will have, what else do you do? Steak, of course. Chicken breasts, Texan steak. You know those steaks that are the size of a sort of football player's hands? All that kind of stuff. That you won't ever just do like a sausage or a burger patty. We don't have that. That's not braai. Braai is real meat, okay? Lamb chops, beef chops, 4 different kinds of salad, 3 different types of roll, loads of beer, loads of cool drink for the kids. That's what it is, you know. And of course, there's all the aunties bring something for dessert. So you probably have like malva pudding, which you probably don't know about in America. You'll have like condensed milk pudding. Somebody will bring a cake. Somebody will probably bring a plate of samosas or whatever. And just as a sideline, it's not a samosa. It's a samosa. You know the sound a cow makes? Moo. That's what it is. It's a samosa, not a samosa. Okay? So even my Indian people out there who live in America, no. It's called a samosa, not a samosa. Okay. However, getting back to my story. I want to talk to you today about something called Gees. And it's the perfect day to do it because of the Rugby World Cup final. And Gees is something that we have in South Africa, which, when translated directly, means spirit. You know, like, yeah, we got the spirit. It's kind of like we're all spirited to get the Bokke winning or the All Blacks winning or whatever. But Gees in South Africa means so much more. It's a coming together of an entire country in a spiritual context towards something. So we are all the blacks, the whites, the Indians, the Chinese, the colored people, every race group in South Africa, every economic, social strata, social class, we all come together and celebrate Bokke. Okay, that's the Springboks, our rugby team. And it's just something called Gees. It's like this overwhelming sense of spirit that the country itself kind of generates. And it's so hard to explain this to people, especially people in countries that don't or have never actually experienced apartheid. If you don't know what apartheid is, please crawl back under the rock and go away. But South Africa had this terrible thing called apartheid, where the blacks and the whites were separated, and blacks included coloreds and Indians, and anybody that wasn't Caucasian was sent into basically a homeland. You know, they said they weren't allowed into the white areas. They weren't allowed to sit on white benches. They weren't allowed to come into the same pub as you. They had to go around the back to their own pub. It was a shocking, embarrassing, and mortifying, cruel time in South Africa. But even after all of that, we still come together. Not always, okay? They say we're the Rainbow Nation. Not really. I mean, there's a lot of racism still in South Africa. But for a situation like this, for a sporting event like this, especially the rugby, we come together as a country. We have this Gees. And I don't know if America actually has this, or England. The closest I've seen to this in England is in England when you have football, soccer. We call it soccer. And that is kind of, forget about the lunatics, what do you call them? The soccer louts or something, but I'm just talking about, like the normal everyday Brit that goes to soccer or watches soccer. That is probably the closest I can come to explaining what chias is. And there's going to be a lot of chias around today. I went out to the shops today to go and buy some wine for Justin and some alcohol-free beer for myself. And everybody was wearing their Springbok jerseys, their Springbok t-shirts, and they had their little Springbok flags on their cars and South African flags on their cars. And it's just this chias, man, this chias, everybody is just super excited and everybody's come together. And when you go into a pub this afternoon or this evening to watch the game, because that's the best place to go, is go into your local pub because they've got the big screen TVs and everybody's like, whatever. You'll find black people, white people, Indian people, the Chinese people, our Pakistani people. Everybody's in there. Everybody's together. Everybody's like arms around each other, shouting for the Springboks. We call them Amaboka Boka. And it's just I'm actually getting goosebumps. It's actually just such an incredible thing to see that for a time at least, we have every race, every generation, every social section of this country has put all of that away. It's gone for the day. It's gone for that game. It's gone for this evening. And we are all just one united nation. And I don't really see why we can't do this all the time. Obviously there are reasons, but it's just, if a country that has experienced apartheid could ever get to this stage, I think it's just such a step forward, because it does tend to slip over into other areas of life. I've seen this within my own industry where you get together and you can actually make incredible friends across the color line and the social line by just coming together for something as simple as a rugby match. I'm Matt, I am from Soul Shifter, and I'm telling you the Springboks are going to win. If they don't, I will do the first 3 minutes of my next video without a shirt on. What? Justin's just told me that I mustn't do that because then I'll lose literally all my followers. Anyway, enough talking nonsense. You guys, please support the Springboks if you're going to watch them tonight. And yeah, I'm Matt from Soul Shifter, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.